Witnesses have described what one called an apocalyptic scene after a motorway collapsed in the Italian city of Genoa, killing at least 26 people and injuring dozens of others. Rescuers are still searching through the night in a desperate search for survivors after around 35 cars and trucks plunged 100 metres to the ground when a section of the 51-year-old suspension bridge simply gave way. Bridget Burke has more.
The moment a motorway bridge collapsed in the northern Italian port city of Genoa in the lunchtime rush hour. A resident was filming torrential rain as the Morandi Bridge tragedy unfolded before him. From the air, this helicopter footage shows the utter devastation. A section of the bridge, including a tower that anchored several supports, collapsed without warning, taking with it 35 cars and trucks and their passengers and plunging them 100 metres to the ground. Giant slabs of reinforced concrete and the twisted wreckage of cars landing on the roofs of two warehouses, train tracks and the riverbed underneath. On the ground, 280 rescuers and sniffer dogs worked against the clock in a desperate search for survivors. Firefighters dangling from the remnants of the bridge, desperately searching for signs of life. 2 survivors were pulled from the rubble, but Italian Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte warned dozens had perished and the death toll is expected to rise.
At this moment, it is an incredible tragedy, above all because there has not been an explosion or an accident, but we're working on the hypothesis of a structural failure.
The 1.2-kilometre long Morandi Bridge connects the A10 highway that goes south towards the French Riviera and north to Milan. Prime Minister Conte said authorities would launch a full investigation as soon as it is safe to access the site.
It is a bridge that was conceived in the 60s and was inaugurated in 1967. At the time, it was a structural work that, even from the architectural point of view, was really impressive. It is clear that these works, like many other Italian infrastructures, are dated and therefore subject to the test of time. This bridge was subject to maintenance, but we will have to make all the necessary surveys, together with the judiciary, to ascertain what caused the collapse and to prevent such tragedies from being repeated.
Deputy Prime Minister Matteo Salvini vowed to find those responsible.
Unfortunately, we're talking about around 30 dead. Now's the moment of relief, intervention, work, sweat and prayer. But tonight will have to be the time to find out who was responsible, the names and surnames of those who are guilty of unacceptable deaths.
The tragedy happened on the eve of the major Italian public holiday of Ferragosto to mark the Feast of the Assumption of Mary. It's peak season and a time when businesses are closed for the day and Italians head for the beaches or the mountains. For Checkpoint, Bridget Burke.